So it starts with a intro in F major, very classical sound, passing chord, 5 to 1. Starting from the second degree to F, the B flat, E flat, landing on the tonic F major. Continuing with the same thing. Passing chord. Beautiful song. So the song, after this initial expression in F major, which is the intro of the song, again playing it from F, passing chord, 6th degree D minor, another passing chord, 4th degree, 5. I want to show you something about this 5th degree. From B flat moving to the 5th degree would be C. But we see here the old suspension trick that we know from classical music, taking the B flat from the F and taking the B flat, no, better like that. Taking the B flat from the F and suspending it, that's why we call it sus4, over the C. So I'm moving, all the other notes move to place for the C, but we still have the F from the B flat. That's why we call it C sus4. Why 4? Because for the C, now this F is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the motion to the 3. Now, that's the classical way of doing it. If I move to, let's see, let's try to find an organ sound. Yeah, that would be right. So you hear the B flat, sus. Now the more rock version of it is to do this. As we're moving from the B flat to the C, what we also do is move this note to the 6 A, the 6 of C, A. Now we have two voices moving like that together. We call it parallel 6. So the result, in the language of chords, we're going to call it, F major over C in the bass, moving to C major. Okay, but the voice leading origin of it is the connection to the sus4 with the G here already on C, or a bit more active, first moving to the 6 and then moving to the 5. Eventually it gets to the 5, but with just a little melodic thing. And you know, these little melodic decoration things. Sometimes we hear them in melodies like it's a G, but we do just a motion to the neighbor tone just to make it a little more interesting. When you involve these types of motions, and actually there are not too many of them, there are like 3 main ones. When you involve them in chords, you get some fantastic chords, and a lot of the great chords that we hear from Bach are the result of a variation on something much more simpler. Okay? And now with the rock. Notice the special Elton John accents. When he's accenting, he got F, passing chord. Usually the passing chord shouldn't be accented, or you can put an accent on it. Of course, it's not against the law, but the main scale degrees, the 1, the 6, and the 4, are the main scale degrees, and the chords that come in between the passing chords should be serving more as connecting chords. But what Elton John is doing is putting a special emphasis on the passing chord itself. It's a beautiful D minor over C. Let's see one more time. Okay, very Elton. All right. Okay, another thing I want to discuss about this song is that after this initial statement in F major, the song starts from, remember we went over the scale degrees and the scale degrees of F major. The second degree was G minor. Now, the melody of the first part starts from this second degree. So here it is. Starting a song from the second degree means that we're already on the go when we start the song. You don't hear that a lot. It's a beautiful device to add motion to a song. It's like watching a movie that starts where the script starts somewhere in the middle of the story, and only later you go back to understand where things are really coming from. So, starting from the second, here's the guess chord, this E flat, very expressive, not part of the F major. And I want to say something about this E flat. A friend asked me the other day, what is this E flat? And we went over 2 types of explanation. We get to B flat, which is the 4th degree, but then we move to E flat. Now, E flat is the personal 4th degree of the B flat. It's not the 4th degree of the whole F major scale, which is B flat. But E flat is kind of an assistant, personal assistant of the B flat. This is the main chord. Another way of explaining it is and now look at what I'm doing here. We have a chromatic motion. So it's a chromatic motion that we have. Of course, when we play it in the form of chords, each one of the chords has its own strong structure, so it doesn't sound much like a chromatic line. Sounds more like, but originally coming from, and when you play classical music, let's do some strings. Now you can hear that. The rock version of it. So when I'm trying to understand where chords are coming from, I'm not just saying, okay, this is the fourth degree of B flat, because just by saying that, I'm not explaining, okay, but what is the function of this chord? I understand that it might be the fourth degree of B flat, but what does it really mean? This is not a theoretical explanation that actually tells me something about what it does. And then I'm trying to look. Usually I'm looking for melodies. I'm looking from chromatic melodies within the chord. I say, oh, I see. It kind of leads back to the F. So this is kind of this is a way of thinking that is coming from classical harmony. This is where classical harmony is doing me good when I'm analyzing songs coming from pop music or jazz, because in classical music you get used to seeing these lines, where in jazz, in pop music, you are more used to thinking in terms of chords. So whenever you're trying to explain a chord, well, you sometimes say, well, it's because this is the fourth degree of this, and okay, it's kind of it's a description, but it's not an explanation to what it's doing. Okay. So what? I'm the only one who's speaking? How about you guys? And then we move to this. We have the same. We repeat the same part. We are on our way to the second part. This C sounds so sad. So all of a sudden we play, we have this B flat minor, which he plays in first inversion. What does it mean, playing a chord in first inversion? A bit less stable. When I'm playing C major, very stable. When I'm playing C major with E in the bass, that's the first inversion, it's less stable than having the root. We can go deep into that, but right now we just say that remember he started the song from the second degree. That was not the most stable option. The most stable option is starting it from the tonic. Imagine him starting the song. That would be a beginning of a song. With a lot of F major at the beginning of the phrase, at the end of the phrase, very stable. A lot of national anthems, a lot of children's songs start with the tonic, because starting with the tonic, it's stability. But then we saw that he started from the second degree. Now we're seeing that he starts the second part from B flat minor in first inversion. Again, a bit less stable. And then to E flat. And if you're looking at it, this phrase, although the melody sounds very different, is a copy, but in another key of we have it in B flat. I sang the melody of the song, but the melody is different. Repeating it. Second time he's repeating, he's doing that with the root position. It's different. Moving to C, and finally moving to the last part of the song. This one is in F major, totally in F major. We got A leading us back to the B flat and F. Now, the fifth degree of the second degree and the 5 of the F. But he's not stopping there. Immediately passing chord to the D minor. What is a passing chord? A passing chord is a chord that connects passing chord. A chord that connects two chords with an interval of a third between them. F major, D minor. F major, D minor. So whatever chords we're gonna play, the bass is gonna be E. So what he's doing the simplest thing, though beautiful. He's just leaving the D minor okay, F major, just keeping the F but moving with the bass to E. Again, to the fourth degree. Oh, the most expressive chord of the song, this D flat. Where is it coming from? The D flat. What is the relative minor of? Okay, let's talk in simple terms. The relative minor of D flat is B flat minor. So it's almost like moving. It's almost like moving from this. Maybe if it were Radiohead, they would have done B flat minor. Or Paul McCartney, maybe. But instead of B flat minor, he's doing its relative major, D flat major. And back to F. And again, the passing chord.